The word afford is a verb. It's often used with the modal verb can. And when this is negative, can't. Here are some examples of ways you can use the word afford. I can afford to buy a new phone. Notice after can afford, there's this infinitive. An infinitive often appears after afford. To make this negative, just add the apostrophe T and form the word can't. I can't afford to buy a new phone. How much can you afford to spend on a car? In this question, here's the modal verb can, and then the main verb is afford, and then here is the infinitive to spend. We can also take this off on a car. This is the thing that you can afford, and use this question for just about anything. How much can you afford to spend? This question can be used for just about anything. Or take this off and ask the question like this: how much can you afford? Or instead of using how much, use what. What can you afford? So when I ask this kind of a question, I'm asking how much money you have available to spend on something. Or how much money is a reasonable amount for you to spend. Tom has to move. He can no longer afford his apartment. He can no longer is similar to saying he can't. And some circumstances changed, so he doesn't have enough money to pay the rent for his apartment. He can no longer afford his apartment. Or he can no longer afford to pay the rent for his apartment. Sarah found a good job that pays well. She can now afford to buy a new computer. So after the word afford is the infinitive. Her circumstances have changed, and she can now afford to buy a new computer because she found a good job that pays well. The word affordable is an adjective. This suffix, able, changes the verb afford to an adjective, affordable. This isn't affordable. Whatever this is, a person would say this isn't affordable if he or she does not have the money for it. This isn't affordable, that's not affordable. Or I'm looking for an affordable car. I'm looking for an affordable car. This would be a car that I can buy and have the money for repairs, registration, taxes, gas, etc. So an affordable car is a car that you can buy, but it's also a car that you have enough money to keep.